Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to Engineering Adda. So in the previous video, we discussed how we can consume the REST API and how we can render the data which is coming from the backend in the front end. Okay, so everything was working fine till then. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can add the header and the footer in your React application. So let me go to the Visual Studio Code, and you can see this is the application that we have developed. Our application is up on the port number 3000. Let me go to the browser and let me show you this, right? So this is our application. We have created only one component till now and one service. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create two different components, one for the header and one for the footer, and we'll try to add header and footer to the application, to the main root component, so that it can come everywhere, or it will come on every page. Okay, so let me develop that. So go to the Visual Studio Code, come to the components folder, right click on it and create one header component. Okay, so let's say its name is header and extension is JSX. Okay, similarly you can create the footer as well. Okay, now coming to the header, let me create the class component here. So just type RCC and then select for this. Okay, if you want you can keep it like this, else what you can do, you can remove the default export from there, and then below you can add it. So export default header, so it is good now. So let me try to create the footer component as well. So let's say RCC, cut it from here, come down, export default footer. Okay, so we are good now. Now let me try to include the header and footer to our main root component. Okay, so app.js is our root component. Now let me try to make the div as a container. Okay, just save it. Now come here and include one div as well. Okay, okay, now let me try to cut this, come down and paste it here, and here we'll try to include the header. Okay, so let me try to remove this part. So our header is included. You can see we have it automatically imported the header, and we included the header tag here. Okay, similarly what you can do, below this div you can include the footer as well. So let me try to do that. Okay, we need to import the footer. So come here, copy this, come down and paste it here, change the header to footer, and similarly here as well. Okay, so we are good now. Just save the application, come to the footer, save it, come to header and save it. Now go to the browser, and you can see we are able to see the header and footer. So header is coming on the top of the page, footer is coming on the bottom of the page, right? So we are good. Now let me try to use the bootstrap to create our header and the footer. So let me go to the browser and search for the bootstrap header. Okay, go to the first site, and you can see there are many templates for the header. The first one is looking good, second one you can also use. You can use any of the header that you want. So how you can use it? So let's say we are going to use the first one. Okay, so just we don't have the code here, so what we can do, right click and go to the inspect. and yeah, you can see this is the header. So let me try to copy this div. So right click on that and then go to the copy element. Now come to the editor, paste the code here. Okay, so this is the code. Just copy the whole div. Now come to the Visual Studio Code, and this is for the header, right? So let me try to remove this from here, and let me try to keep it inside this. Okay, and this is using the link, so let me try to remove this. Just save this, so it is good now. Here what you can do, you can give the class name and let's say text center, something like that, so that it can come to the center. Just save it. Now come to the browser and come to here. Yeah, you can see we are able to see the header here. Okay, and it is also looking good. Now let me try to change the header name. So go to the Visual Studio Code, and here you can see you can change the name. So let's say our header is uh, it, we have developed we are developing the we are developing the product management application, right? So let me try to provide the header as a product management. So product management app, something like that, app. Okay, just save it. Come here, you can see this is our header and it is looking good. Similarly, what you can do, you can go for the bootstrap footer and just choose a template for the footer as well. So go to the browser, search for the bootstrap footer. Okay, open this. Okay, let me go to the bootstrap page. So this is the one, and you can include whatever bootstrap you want to include. So whatever footer you want to include, these are the templates for that. So let's say I'm going to include this one. So just right click on it, go to the inspect and go to the element you can. Let's say we are going to choose this one, right? So just minimize this div, right click on the div, copy element, go to the editor and paste it here. Okay, and now copy it from here, go to your footer. Where's your footer? Here. Now remove this text and paste the whole code inside this div. Okay, and if there is a link, you can see this. Just remove this, save it. Okay, it is giving some error. Let me do Control J, save it. So where is the error? Yeah, reference. So let me try to remove it again and save it. Okay, okay, still we are getting the error. So there is one more link, I think. Yeah, here you can see, right? So this is using the link of the Twitter. Let me try to remove this, and this. Let's say how it is looking. If it is not looking good, what we'll do, we'll try to use different footer. Okay, so I think it is working fine now. Let me go there, go to our application and just refresh it. So you can see still, yeah, we have only these things. The icons are gone now because it was using some reference. So what I can do, I can go for the different footers. So let me try to use this one. So the footer for that is this. Right click on it, copy and copy element, go to the editor Just open a new one, paste it here, copy from here, and let me go there to the Visual Studio Code. Now let me try to remove this code from here and paste it here. Okay, this is the one link that we are using, so let me try to remove it from here. Just save this. It is looking good. Now come here, come to our application, and you can see our footer is looking good. Okay, so if you want your footer to be uh, at the bottom of your page, then you can do some CSS work. uh, I will try to see and then tell you in the next video. Okay, as of now our footer and the header is looking good. Now let me go to the Visual Studio Code and go to the footer. Let me try to change the description of the footer. So let's say all right reserved, reserved at the rate engineering adda, something like that. Okay, just save it. Now go to the browser and you can see your footer is looking good, right? We don't have any navigation for this icons or for this URLs. You can see when we are clicking on it, we are just going to the hash URL. Okay, so this is how our application is looking now. So this is about the video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.